Now, the first thing you want to do to alleviate poverty and beat poverty and move on to prosperity is educate yourselves on a vast range of topics to be able to maneuver life. The next thing you want to do is save 20% of your earnings monthly, or all earnings. The third thing you want to do is create a second stream of income and use that to leverage or to free up your regular mainstream income. The fourth thing you want to do is to help others around you to become financially healthy and strong. That way, it will be less people begging you money, less people borrowing from you. And in fact, if everybody is strong financially, you will all be able to move forward together. The fourth thing you want to do, or the fifth rather, is to build up your community and invest in it so that those coming up will not need to rob and steal and kill to survive. The sixth thing you want to do to encourage prosperity is to encourage the youths coming up to take their education seriously so that they will be able to survive in the world that they will be living in as adults. The seventh thing you want to do is to encourage your fellow countrymen to practice preventative medicine. So doing things like exercising, that will cut out diabetes and lifestyle diseases. Eating healthy also will do that. So exercising and eating healthy. Not smoking and not drinking. So smoking causes cancer and drinking causes diabetes and also getting sick. And when they do this, their money will not have to be spent. All their savings or even borrowings will not be spent on doctors' bills and going to the hospital. Also, you want to encourage them to drive carefully so that the country will not have to spend money buying medical stuff in the hospitals. So I would love to launch one day Operation Empty the Hospitals. So when the government has to buy equipment or medication or resources to repair people who have been in accidents, it's a burden on the health system, and in fact we lose money. The money that we're spending repairing people who have been in motorcycle accidents and car accidents, that money could be spent on a school or building a community center or repairing some roads that are needed or building a new highway or a bridge or something. So if we could empty the hospitals by practicing preventative medicine, doing things that we can will build our country, being more careful, riding with a helmet, for example, or not speeding on the roads, or just living healthy, exercising, eating well, being careful when on your job. These things can help to cut down the cost of medical equipment, medical resources, and free up the supply, the financial supply in our country. And also it would save you money by not having to repair your car if say the accident wasn't totally severe where your car was written off. But if we all drive more carefully, we won't have to repair our cars, we won't have to go to the hospital, we won't have to spend money dealing with insurance and all that. The next thing we want to do to ensure prosperity is to maintain our home and our cars and our clothes. And in fact, you don't have to do big spendings. So when you're buying something, you don't have to buy the most expensive or buy the biggest or whatever. Spend prudently. Be more wise in your spending. And when you buy something, even if it is a little more pricey, buy something that can be worn, at numerous events. I notice young people these days, they are doing this thing where they don't wear a set of clothes or a suit of clothes more than once. That is such garbage. Why would you buy a suit of clothes for say $4 or $5 or $6,000, because everything might come to that, and then you only wear it once? That is such backward thinking. Our ancestors never fought so hard to have this going on one day. If you buy a set of clothes, it should be able to serve you for the next 5 years. But why buy it for one wear? That is so stupid. So you should buy quality things that that can be worn to multiple events and that can be worn with different clothes. So don't buy colors that you can only wear it with one thing. Buy something that can be worn. You can mix and match and be creative in your attire. And finally, practice conserving and don't waste things. So, for example, some people, when it comes to government resources, they think that it's free. So if it done it, are it's free. So if you take enough, you go to a restaurant and the ketchup is there. You don't have to empty the whole bottle in your plate. You can just take enough that you would do at your home and be prudent. It's the same thing with government resources. So, I've seen where some policemen, they are using the police vehicle to, as for their personal business, where if they have a farm, they're using the government van or the government truck to, carry their cement and their bags of feeding and fertilizer to do their personal thing. That is corruption. And corruption also hampers our country's growth. In fact, if we could, put more investment in agriculture and in manufacturing and anything that we're doing for the country, in order to make the country really move forward and make the wheels of the country turn, we have to be honest in our doings, in our dealings. And not because it's government things, you should waste it. In fact, we are the government. So if you're wasting something, if you're destroying something that you would claim as the government, it is ours. It is all of ours. We all share these resources. So these are some simple steps to prosperity that we can do and practice. Not wasting things. Not because it's not yours means that you should destroy it. If you borrow somebody's thing, take care of it as if it is your own. And in fact, try not to borrow people's things. Try to own your own, because these are some things that you can use to grow and build the economy. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and my Facebook page. God bless. See you soon.